Hi, I just want to take the opportunity to introduce myself and tell you how and why we do things at Clara James Tutoring. So basically, going back 24 years, I asked the lady Mary, who ran the playgroup where my oldest daughter was, if I could go in as a volunteer while I did my diploma in preschool practice. And thankfully, she said yes. And then within a couple of months, I was offered the post of Senko and asked if I'd be willing to do the policies and planning for the group. So I agreed. And I was there for a couple of years. And then after I finished my diploma in preschool practice, I then went on and did a degree through the Open University. At the same sort of time as I started that, I wondered whether my oldest daughter might be mildly dyslexic. So I'd done a course at the local college and on supporting children with reading and spelling difficulties. And the tutor suggested at the end of it that I went into her school and had a word. So I went into the school and I said to them, look, these are my thoughts. This is what's been said. What do you suggest? And their conclusion was dyslexia is an excuse for laziness. Can't really see what the problem is. So basically, off you go. And I didn't have the confidence back then to kind of say, but I genuinely think there is an issue. So I thought, well, if I could learn what I could about different learning styles and different teaching techniques, I'd be able to support her. And at the same time, it would hopefully complement my degree. So over the coming few years, I learned as much as I could about different learning styles, things like dyslexia, ASD, ADHD, etc. And I also got a job working in a hostel, which was attached to a residential school children with for children with autism that couldn't cope in mainstream schools. And I also took a job uh, in the reception class of the school that my oldest daughter was, and there were four children in that class with ADHD. And so over the years, I had a range of different jobs in a variety of different settings. I was an MVQ assessor, a childminder. I worked in a local autism base. I worked in the hostel up in Yorkshire. I'd worked in early years, and everything I was learning suggested that for what we teach them to be effective, the child needs to be engaged. They need to be relaxed. They need to be comfortable. Um, and so, and then something else I learned was that if I give you a worksheet to do, I'm helping you create one memory. I'll give you another worksheet to do, and that makes that memory slightly stronger. I'll give you another worksheet to do, and we've made that memory stronger still. However, if your brain doesn't work in a linear fashion, or perhaps because you're dyslexic or something, or if the teacher suddenly asks you in class what the question is, or you're sat in an exam and your brain's just gonna go, ah, then your brain's busy whizzing around trying to find this piece of information, and the odds of it finding that one piece of information is quite remote. However, if we've given you multiple different memories, um, your brain's now got multiple different places to go to where it can find that piece of information. So, for example, if we are learning times tables, instead of just kind of like reciting them or something, what we might do is we might have a pairs game, a game of bingo, game of snakes and ladders, a board game, lily pads, noughts and crosses, all tweaked and based around the specific times table that you're working on, or Jenga or something like that. Um, these games can obviously be adapted for older children. We also adapt them for English, and with English we might again we might use Jenga, we might use Ludo, we might have four in a row. They're kind of like the variety of resources, but the idea is that by using different resources, we're helping you create different memories in your brain so that when you're sat in the exam, or if your brain just isn't working in a logical manner for some reason, perhaps because you just really dislike the subject and you just go into panic mode as soon as you enter the classroom or start your homework or something, hopefully by making it fun and giving you a variety of different resources, suddenly this is a whole lot less intimidating. And you're enjoying it. And once you start to enjoy it, you want to participate. And the more you participate, the better you get. And the better you get, the more confident you become. The more confident you are, you're more willing you are to participate. And it becomes a positive spiral. And so everything I'd learned while working with children in early years, working with children in um, special needs settings, they all kind of like led to this way of thinking. So when I started the tutoring business 12 years ago, I just presumed education had moved on since I was at school and presumed that this was how things were now done. So when I sat down and wrote my first profile, that's what I said we'd do. We'd use a variety of resources. Thinking about it from the perspective of a parent, I kind of a friend and I brainstormed what we would want for a children's tutor for our own children. And the end result is Clara James Tutoring as it is today. So that is why we do things or how we do things and the way we do it. If you have any questions, please do ask, but I hope that helps to answer some of them.